So now I'm going to show you some fantastic little techniques that are going to make your festive Christmas desserts look really special. So now I'm going to use some cocoa butter colours. These colours have been kept in the hot plate to 45 degrees, and I'm now going to pour a bit out onto the paper and give it a little bit of movement so that it cools down, and then I'm going to flick it into my mould. So as soon as you've flicked the mould, you need to clean it. So now I'm going to flick in my dark cocoa butter and again clean it straight away. So now we're going to leave this to set, and then we're going to add in another layer of cocoa butter. So for this layer, I'm actually going to use my thumb, put that into the cocoa butter and give it some movement. And then I'm going to hold up the mould and just rub the inside of the mould. You don't want to have too thick a layer of cocoa butter in there, because otherwise when you turn your shells out, the cocoa butter will stick to the side of the mould still. So now I'm going to add a layer of creative powder into the back of my chocolate mould. So I've just got a little bit of powder in the lid here and a soft brush. And I'm just going to dip it in and then just brush a thin layer of the powder all the way around. Now make sure when you do this that you get right up to the top edges, because when you put the two sides together, you don't want to have a little gap around the middle. Okay, I have a little bit of excess powder in there. I'm going to tap it out onto a piece of paper so that it can go back into my pot. And then I'm going to line them with chocolate. So now I'm going to fill the bauble moulds with tempered 811 chocolate. I'm just going to pick the mould up and I'm going to tap the sides to get rid of any air bubbles. So now I'm going to turn over the mould and tap it to get rid of the excess chocolate. So then I'm going to turn over the mould and tap it down onto a piece of paper, and I'm going to leave that to set for 2 minutes. So now to make this lovely golden effect on these spheres, I've got some gold creative powder which I've mixed with a neutral alcohol. And I need to mix them together to get a nice consistency. And I'm going to put this into a spray gun and spray my moulds. So to finish, we're just building the dessert inside the bauble. In the base I've got some milk chocolate mousse with some caramelised spiced pear, some pear and vanilla jelly and some gingerbread. And I'm just going to add a ball of chocolate ice cream on top, and then we're going to finish with some hot chocolate sauce. Another simple technique is you can actually spray chocolate onto your mousses. So these mousses have been frozen. I've used Callebaut's W2 chocolate to get this lovely velvet effect on these eggs and baubles. What we've done is we've got some chocolate, 60% chocolate and 40% cocoa butter, and we've melted them together. And for the one I'm going to show you, I've added in some red cocoa butter colouring as well to get a nice red velvet finish on my cakes.